Hey y'all, I'm Kaiya Janae and welcome back to my channel. So today is a gloomy day and I feel like what better day than to do what better way to celebrate the day than to do some gloomy makeup, okay? I went and I picked up this Morphe palette and I feel like it'll be perfect. It got all the right nudes and browns and blacks, everything I need to kill this look. But this is what it looks like, y'all. And what's crazy is I had seen it in three different Marshalls. And every time I saw it, I was like, I don't know. But it wouldn't leave my mind. So I had to go back in and get it. And I got this little paper on the inside. We ain't gonna listen to this though. We gonna do whatever we want to do. But this is the palette. I had to get my thumbnail real quick. This will do exactly what I needed to do. So we're going to go ahead and do a full face and figure out what we're going to do on our eyes. And to make it, I'm not even going to tell y'all what we're going to do. I'm going to just get into it. I'm excited because y'all know I no longer have my Jaclyn Hill palette and I am devastated. But at the same time, that palette was long gone, okay? It was past expired. So it was about time to get a new one. So thank you, Jesus, for always looking out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. As y'all know, when I'm in the house playing with my makeup, we're going to do the same base. We're not going to waste our outside products. So I'm about to go in with the Maybelline Grippy Serum. Y'all, I was also just, y'all, clearly I say y'all a lot, but earlier I was just thinking like, it's such a thin line between doing things with a good intention and doing things with a bad intention. Specifically when it comes to vanity, like I am one of them people, I love makeup, I love beauty, I love doing my hair. Like when my hair is not done, like I feel the effects of it. But it's also a thin line between idolizing those things. I feel like sometimes I beat myself up because it's like I don't want to be out here looking like a bum. I don't feel like I'm called to do that, you know? That's not my ministry. Some people like that, you know, everybody has a preference. But me personally, I like to look put together. I like to look clean. I naturally gravitate to things that are of a higher price value. And I feel like sometimes I beat myself up because it's like, you know, I just get into an ecclesiastics mindset. Like literally everything is pointless. And the things that I try to store up in this world, like I can't take it to the grave with me. But it's like while I'm here, why not feed into those passions or desires or even wants that I have? Like, we aren't wrong for wanting to experience the finer things in life. That's why it's there. But at the same time, it's like, don't idolize it or don't make it such a big part of your life. I don't know. I'm in a weird space right now where I want to enjoy things, but I also realize like it's no value in it. Like the value that I used to put in it, the value that I used to put in the cars, the value that I used to put in my clothes, like that value is not real. But at the same time, like that's what I want. That's what your girl wants to experience those things. I feel like it's a weird space. I just went in with the MCO Beauty Brow Laminate Sculpt and Set. Y'all, when I say I love this product and I just got it, but it lays my hairs, because I feel like sometimes my hairs can be a little unruly. You know, they don't want to work with me all the time, but it literally lays it down and it does not have any residue. That's what the girls need. That's exactly what the girls need. Because don't nobody want to do their brows and they got dang product on there. But this is the e.l.f. Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen. I don't know if it worked for me or not, but we're going to go ahead and I like to do that line And what's crazy is I can feel like the wetness of the product, but I don't see it. So maybe I should try flicking it. No, it's not working. It's literally not working. It's like faintly there. This is getting returned. Do I still have a box? Don't tell me I can't find my stuff. Where are my brown things? All right, so I'm gonna just go in with this beauty supply. It's a eyeliner. It's an eyeliner, but I use it for my brows. We're just gonna stick with what's been working all these years. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over on top. Okay, and then we're gonna go carve out this one. Okay, and y'all, I'm. Let me stop saying y'all. That's like one of the most country things I could ever do. But I'm growing out the end of my eyebrow over here, and my goal is to not pluck any. Ooh, my goal is to not pluck any of the hairs that I need. So we're gonna see how well that works. And then I'm gonna just fill it in a tad bit, and I think I need to bring this bottom out a little more because you can always go in and fix up your brows with concealer, but you can't make them thinner. Not for me. Next, we are going to grab this spoolie and brush them out because that beginning you want it to blend. You want it to blend. You want it to blend. We don't want to see that harsh line in the front of our brows. It's always gonna look worse before it looks better. And y'all, how many times have I said y'all? I feel like we're gonna switch between like, so, and y'all at this point. But I think I am moving on to bigger and better. The black brows is not for me. I'm moving on to brown brows. I feel like it's cleaner. It softens your look instead of having like predominantly black eyebrows. And that's not even black. It's a dark brown, but it shows up as black to me. So we're going to go in. Carve out the brows. Yes. 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 All right. I think I need to clean up this one a little bit. Your eyebrows are literally the star of the show. So if I'm ever too into it, I need you to get into it too. I think I'm gonna clean up this one. I feel like they doing something and I don't know what they doing. We're gonna go ahead and blend this out real quick. Y'all know how people be like, when you get to a certain age, your frontal lobe starts developing. I don't think it's that my frontal lobe is developing, but I don't know. Once you sign up and give God your yes, you mature in a way that you would have never expected yourself to mature in. And whether that's me looking at like just like the places, like the literal spaces that he's allowed me to grow from, and even mindsets, the maturity is maturity. But it's also, it's so hard. I promise you it's so hard, especially when you don't really have, not everybody can relate. Not everybody understands. And it's not to say that anybody is doing the wrong thing or not trying hard enough, but like this life with Christ, only a select few. Many are called, but few are chosen. I cannot stress this enough. So many people say we believe in God, we know God, but literally the scripture says they came to him and they said, we did all these things in your name. And Jesus replied, I do not know you. We can literally go and say, oh, I was this great person. I gave to the needy. I gave good advice, or I was nice. I was kind. That's not enough. Like the lifestyle literally has to match. When you see everybody living or doing, we live in a world where everybody shows the highs, everybody shows the good, everybody shows the Instagram real lifestyle. And it's like, this stuff is hard, bro. When he says to pick up your cross and to deny your flesh, it literally means that pick up your cross. Like if you just picture Jesus holding a cross, like this big piece of wood, and you're dragging it on your backs. That's exactly what he calls us to do. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I feel like with me, sometimes I get in that headspace or that mindset to where I look at other people and I compare, and it's like, first of all, I don't know what you did to get the things that you have. I don't know what you have to do to maintain the things that you have. And I'm stuttering. The devil can bless us too. The devil can literally bless us too. So it's like not everything that everybody else has is what I should want or what I should be aiming for. Like when we say all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, who are called according to his purpose, like it literally means everything works together. And that doesn't mean that it'll look or be how we want it to be or how we expect it to be, but everything will literally work out. And sometimes it's hard for me to believe that, because I am used to disappointing myself or being disappointed. Like us as humans, we are so flawed. There is no perfect human. Jesus was the only perfect human. So when I think about just like the life that I have lived, the closed doors, the heartbreak, the pain, it's because I'm not perfect. It's because humans are flawed. It's because everybody has a downfall, you know? But yeah, I just went over my eyes with the one size concealer. And that's going to be my base. And I am going to set it with this Glam Lights Banana Cream Pie. By now, y'all should know this is my girl. This is my go-to. And we are just going to set it. And I think I got some sleep in my eye. Every time you start doing your makeup, that's when the eye boogers want to come. Okay, so setting brightens up that concealer. If you don't, well, depending on the shade of your powder, that concealer or that powder will brighten up the concealer. Because the one size is bright, but it's not bright. And I could have used my lip bar concealer, but I honestly wasn't thinking. And it just allows the eyeshadow to glide on better. So the eyes are set. We are going to go in with the star of the show now. So I am going to go in with, I think we're gonna, right now it's between All Access. Right now it's between All Access and Raw Talent. Yeah. We are going to go in with Raw Talent first. That's more, it's a brown, but it has more of like a red, peachy undertone. And I feel like that'd be perfect to build up the smoky eye. Because when I think of a gloomy day, I think smoky eye. You know? And I'm taking it all the way to like my eyebrow bone, kind of. Doing my right side is always better than trying to worry about my left. Okay. Ain't no shame in my game. And of all times for them to come cut the grass, of course they want to come when I'm videoing. Ugh, that sounded so old when I'm recording. So now I'm going to go in with all access. And I'm going to keep that in the end crease. The end of my eye. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. I'm going to start to layer that in back here. Okay, so we are going to switch brushes. I love this brush set that I have, but I don't like that I'm limited on my eye brushes. But like they literally blend out so perfect. So I'm going with this one, and then we're gonna go in with Naked Eye. That's like the darker brown, almost close to black. And I'm gonna just dab that. I'm just going in and dabbing. Okay. We want to make it a little more dramatic. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I got this. I feel like this would create some bomb holiday looks. Y'all know Christmas coming up, and I was actually thinking of doing. I want to do Vlogmas, but I feel like I want to do a twist. So if it's not a vlog, or if it's not me doing something Christmas related, I feel like we can do a makeup look instead. That would be cute. That would be real cute. So now I'm going to go in with, I think I want to use both Gold Digger and Sunset Strip. Those are those two shimmers in the middle, closer to like a gold color. And I'm going to show y'all a hack. So what you're going to do is get your clean brush and you're going to spray it with your setting spray, or you can wet it with some water. But that's going to get that color to stick on, so that when you apply it, you get a real nice application. That's too cute. Okay, yeah. And we're gonna go back in. Actually, I'm gonna use Show Off. That's one of the lighter browns. And I'm gonna put that right on the outside of that shimmer, where that shimmer ended. And that'll be like my blend in color. That's too cute. But I need to add some more shimmer on that part of my eye. You want to make sure they're both bright and glittery. Oh, I'm so glad I got this palette. That is too cute. That's too motherfucking cute. And of course, I want to get bright now, but this is how it's looking. That's cute. That's tea. I'm so glad I got this. I'm glad that it stayed on my mind and that they had it. And y'all know sometimes people be playing in them palettes, but this one was literally perfect. Nobody messed with it. So we are going to, should we underpaint? I feel like with an eye this bold, we need to underpaint. So I'm gonna go with my handy dandy Maybelline lifter stick in the shade 75, and we'll apply it with the brush. I like how it applies with the brush instead of going directly on my skin. And y'all know when you do underpainting, you want to go in a little heavy-handed. You might look a little crazy, but trust the process. Mm, mm, do, 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 mm, mm, mm. I think for video sake, I'm gonna go down here too and blend that out. You can never go wrong with a contoured face. And then I'm gonna go in with that smaller side, and we're gonna do the nose. Usually I go up to my brow, but I don't want to disturb the eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna go kind of just focus it like literally on my nose and not anywhere else. Y'all, if my voice be cracking, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I made my coffee today because I ended up staying up late last night. I don't know. We had went to the store and then I wasn't tired. No, I had made me some tea when we got back and I wanted to finish my tea. So I turned on the movie. But you know, once you start a movie, you get, like, you have to finish. Like, I can't abandon it mid-movie because I'm not going to want to pick it back up. So I had to finish it. But we're going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Deep Cinnamon. And it's giving winter shade. It's a little too yellow. And my umbrella. But the easy way to fix that is, I'm going to show y'all. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. And I think I want to do something different with my makeup. Okay. We're going to switch it up. So I see a lot of people do placement like this. And then you go down. Oh, it's sounding a little empty. Oop. Oh my goodness, I gotta get a new one. Okay, so I be seeing a lot of people do placement like this. We're gonna try it. And hopefully it don't backfire. So to lighten up that oranginess, I'm gonna go in with my lip bar and Caramel 1.0. We're just gonna do a little bit because I don't like for my concealers to mix like on the applicator, but I'm also not about to put a new applicator in there. It's just not happening. Sorry, books. Okay. Y'all, this might be one of my first makeup empties. Okay, come on, e.l.f. e.l.f. got me through a lot. And I feel like the best way to blend this out is going to be with my beauty blender. So let me go in with it. It's giving me and blush is on the talking break because these last couple times that I've done my makeup, I have literally forgotten to put on my blush. So before we blend out this concealer, we are going to go in with, let's see. We are going to go in with, the look is giving sophisticated. So I'm going to go in with the Rose and Brunch by Danessa Myricks. That's this shade right here. Very like muted, don't want to be seen. So I'm gonna go in with the end of this eyebrow brush because it has like the little spatula, because I really do want it to be pigmented. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. And I'm gonna just go in with my finger. Oh wow, that's a really pretty color. All of her products are so tea, so bomb, so perfect. But I was expecting this to be a little more like on the nude side, I guess. But it's actually picking up really pink. Ah, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all. I feel like my placement is a little off, but we are underpainting, so it's gonna blend in anyways. Now I'm gonna go in with this wet beauty blender and start to blend in my concealer. One thing about it, that lip bar concealer, it doesn't take a long time to dry down, and it blends like butter. And normally I would, every time I record, that's when the lighting and all of that want to go all willy-nilly. But I'm about to blend in that. Usually I would go all the way like up, but I'm only gonna go like halfway because I really do want that blush to stand out. Now we're gonna do blend out the nose, blend out the forehead. Y'all, let me see. I wasn't one of the ones that got on the bandwagon of not shopping. Absolutely not. We'll just fix it when I edit. But I wasn't one of the ones that got on the bandwagon of not shopping at Target. I feel like, you know, it is what it is. Everybody's going to have their opinion on what you do, and everybody's going to judge you if that's in their heart to judge. But I still shop at Target because they have a lot of the essentials and necessities that I need. And quite frankly, we grew up on Target. So I do understand the whole DEI stuff, but I'm not going to get into all of that nitty gritty. Anyways, like I was saying, I went to Target last night and they have Dozier fragrances in Target, and I'm really interested in the, what is it called? Fiery Marshmallow. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Killian Love Don't Be Shy. My mom actually got it. So I'm gonna have to smell hers again and go back to Target and smell the fire or marshmallow one. But it was so good. It's definitely going on my Christmas list. Cause y'all, I didn't realize that Killian one was $500 for a normal size bottle, and that just does not sound right. $500 for a perfume that you're going to end up using and it'll be trash, and the refill is like $400. So what the freak are you paying for? You might as well get a brand new bottle. Getting a brand new bottle is cheaper than getting a big bottle or the refill. But anyways, I said all that to say I want to try the Dozier one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer brush, and we're gonna blend in the edges of my concealer. Should I just... boom, 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 boom. Okay, so for foundation, we are going to do the, what is this? This is the Stay foundation, the Stay Skin Tint, but it's actually like my perfect shade. And I don't know if this is like my winter shade or my summer shade, because when I went and got it, y'all know Texas is summer year-long round. Year-long round. Year-round long. Year-round, long round, year, whatever I'm trying to say. whatever I'm trying to say. But basically, it don't get hot in Texas. So when I went and got matched, I was still getting a tan. So I don't know if this is my winter shade or my summer shade, but it is a perfect match right now. And then we are going to use this brush. And I'm going to go over a little bit of that bronzer just to like calm it down a bit. And then since I have product on literally the rest of my face, it doesn't really make sense to go with this on the rest of my face. So we're going to blend it out down here. If anything, I'll just go over like excess with it, but not the whole face with product. That just doesn't make sense. And I don't want to lose the shape, the warmness that I brought into my face. So I'm gonna go back over with this. Just to make sure. Okay. And we're gonna take my concealer brush and go back in before I put my powders on. And I guess for the sake of the look, I'm gonna go in with the Glam Light powder and cookie dough. That's a little closer to my skin tint. Not my skin tint, my skin shade. I don't even know if y'all can see the true color. I dab it on the back of my hand, and then I put it on my skin. Y'all see how it just like blurred it out? That, y'all, when I say in love, I was using the Sasha Buttercup powder literally since high school. Like, I still have it. I never got a new one. So I have been using the same setting powder for legit 6 years. 6 years. And it was starting to look 6 years old. And don't be trying to get on me. Y'all know y'all got a makeup product in y'all stuff that y'all been using for God knows how long. Okay, we all do it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So now I'm going to go in with this angle brush and dab in my setting powder. I didn't use a lot when I applied it, but to make sure everything is cohesive, we go in with that. And then I'm also still on the hunt for a good bronzer. I wanted to try NYX, but the Lord convicted me on that brand, so we won't be testing them out. And then I don't want to spend more than $15, honestly. Like, NARS has a good one, yes. Morphe has a good one, yes. But realistically, who want to spend that much on makeup? Like, one of these days, I'm going to be in a position to where I'm happy just laying around extra. And I'm going to be like, you know what? Who gives a crap? Do it. But right now, I don't want to spend that much on it. Now we are going to go in with our blush again and kind of just touch it up. Oh yeah, this is a really nice everyday shade. It's pink, but it's not like Barbie doll pink. This would be good for the no makeup days when you only want to do a bronzer and blush. That'll be real cute, real cute, real cute. So now we are going to go in with my setting spray. I use the Makeup Revolution Super Fix Super Help Misting Spray. Whew. Whew. I think I'm gonna try their sport one because it says it's good for sweat, but I also wonder if it's good for oil because that's really my main concern. But I have mastered how to keep my oil intact, and that is Danessa Merrick's. And I just want to say thank you, Danessa. Like, just thank you. What would I do without you? Like, literally. Okay. My lips is looking a little no color on my lips. And we might have to do a lip thingy, whatever I'm trying to say, lip combo, because I want to try the MCO Beauty lip liners. But I want to make sure that it's dark enough for my skin tone because I don't want to be walking around looking like I got ashy lips. That's just not on my bucket list. So I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. lip liner in dark cocoa. We're going to sharpen it. That's tea. And I'm gonna go in with my Valentino lipstick, whatever shade this is. My auntie gave it to me, and it doesn't have the shade name on it. But it's just a really pretty pink. Okay. And then we're gonna go back over. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna keep it matte. I feel like I always go in with a gloss over my eyes, but today we're gonna keep it matte, and I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. lash extender for the lashes. I will not be going back to strip lashes, to cluster lashes, unless I just absolutely have to or absolutely want to. I'm going to continue to grow on my lashes, and we're going to continue to do mascara. Because when I tell y'all, I went from having no lashes being bald because every time that I got lash extensions, I would rip them out. Like, don't act like you can't see that. Don't act like you can't see that. And I think I'm gonna try that. I'm loving MCO Beauty. All of their products, from eyebrows to even their perfumes. Like, when I say a real dupe, it might as well be the product. For the Sol de Janeiro dupe fragrances, I think I have the it's either 69, 71, something like that, but it's the Sol de Janeiro one. And I went to Target and I smelled the MCO Beauty one, and it's a literal match. And the lip gloss, this peptide lip balm, the O. Henriksen dupe, I'm not paying however much the old Henriksen costs. I'm not paying it. And I went to Marshall's. I'm not telling y'all which Marshall's I go to either. I'm gatekeeping. But they had the actual old Henriksen, and it was the same price as getting the MCO Beauty one. And this one is bigger. So I will definitely be sticking with it. Alright, y'all. This is our gloomy day makeup. I think that it turned out super nice. Y'all, let me know the products that y'all use on your brows when it comes to like getting actual hair-like strokes. I feel like I've always used the Dollar Tree liners, but it's just not doing what I needed to do anymore. And I want to move on to bigger and better, but I also want to stay on a budget. Ain't nothing wrong with makeup on a budget, okay? We don't have to break the bank every time we want a new product, but I am very happy with the eye look. I think it turned out real cute. It's giving gloomy day. It's giving let's go run in the rain, but with an umbrella. But yeah, that's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye.